I don't know how I'm going to react when I see you. I might break down and cry. I just don't know how I'm going to be. I really don't know. I actually dealt with it, but then I realised when I saw that, no, I haven't dealt with it. There's a lot of issues that I have to kind of clear up with myself that maybe to set me free.
Come on, G-Man. I hear you, G-Man.
I can do it all.
It's the father of the decade.
Without a doubt, you can't box.
I ain't gonna lose no sleep over him.
I hear you, G-Man.
By 27, Gerald McClellan was a double world champion at middleweight. A fearlessness came naturally. Pit bull terriers were his first love.
It's a miniature Mike Tyson.
What a handsome fella. And stripped off, he was like a wedge. He should have been one of the greats.
It was the G-Man's first fight at super middleweight. Stan Johnson led his corner team. McClellan had fallen out with his coach, Manny Stewart.
It's the father of the decade.
It's going to be absolutely dynamite.
So I don't plan on being in the ring that long.
Entering the London arena did not scare the 4-1 on favourite.
First round knockout.
And I remember him hitting me. Well, I went back and then he punched me again. And I thought all my ligaments in my neck just stretched and I went out.
I thought, we're going to have a one-round knockout. And I found myself pushing him back. And I'm thinking, what am I doing?
I couldn't see it going past the first round. I'm supposed to be the thick paddy watching all what's happening. And I'm thinking to myself, this is organised chaos.
Even when he put me down in round 8, I had to win. I just had to win.
Don't forget the gym.
For the life that I wanted, I had to win. Secure my family's life. Set me free.
So I don't plan on being in the ring that long. His boxing career will be over.
You are my favorite fighter.
Set me free. I read an article in a paper that said, we wanted Ben dead, now we want his money.
3 rounds to go.
10th round.
And he's shaking his head, he's going to count him out, isn't he?
I was ecstatic. But I was annoyed.
Yeah, Nigel. No, you listen to me.
Ben going wild.
Charlie brought them over here to bash me up.
Listen to me.
The person I'd like to thank most of all is
Paul McKenna.
Paul McKenna.
And this guy is collapsing at my feet, and I'm the only one outside the corner men who can see it.
It clicks in then that there's something wrong.
We've got a stretcher in here, Nigel.
McClellan was slipping off his stool.
We're going to wrap this interview because we have a serious problem with Gerald McClellan. Look what the fucking camera, man. That's enough.
My name is Teddy Blackburn. I've been shooting boxing for a little over 12 years professionally. I know a lot of the fighters and the people, but I don't get close just because they're here a minute and gone the next. But Gerald was different. He just reminded me so much of Tommy Hearns. Just came to fight and to knock you out. I just liked him because even though people thought he was arrogant or tough or a big ego, which you have to have in boxing, he also had a good side to him.
Someone came a long way to visit you. His name is Teddy.
Who?
Teddy.
Teddy. Blackburn.
Right.
Hey, you remember it, G-Man?
Right here.
Where?
You remember it, G-Man?
Teddy.
Right here,
Blackburn.
Gerald.
What up, Ted?
How are you, bro?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Yeah, what's up?
It's just a world of darkness, faded memories, constant fear of abandonment.
You photographer, right?
Yep.
Photographer?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Can picture me?
I got lots of pictures of you.
Huh?
I have a lot of photographs of you, Gerald.
Louder.
I have a lot of photos of you.
Louder.
Gerald, I have lots of pictures of you.
Got a photo?
Yep.
Yeah. What I got on?
Yellow trunks.
Louder.
Yellow trunks.
Louder.
Yellow boxing trunks. So it's still 24 hours of darkness. It's constant fear if you're not holding his hand. It's a fear of not being, fear of being isolated by himself. He keeps asking the same question over, how was I as a fighter? You know, was I a good fighter? You know, was I champion? Just to remind himself there's a little bit of ounce in him that knows I was champion of the world.
I said this is my jabbing hand. This is my money-making hand.
That's your money-making hand, but this hand you've been squeezing me for 2 hours, Gerald. I don't think Gerald knows how he got in that condition. He never mentioned Nigel Benn. Julian Jackson fights, that's about all that he would remember, and he would ask me what other pictures I took, but they wouldn't ring a bell. But Julian Jackson, because that's who he won the championship from.
Shit, hey! What you say?
Yes.
And that night, I cry like a baby.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I was so happy. I started crying.
Does he have any vivid memories or how he knocked somebody out or anything? I don't think so. You know, but he knows he was champion. He knows he was a fighter. And he's still a fighter just the way he's going.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your favorite fighter?
Your favorite fighter? You're my favorite fighter.
Seriously.
You are my favorite fighter.
Mean it?
I wouldn't come here if you weren't. Of course, yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
He's letting him punch. He's in trouble. He's down.
I love boxing because it's one-on-one competition.
Nice uppercut by Ben.
It's one fighter against another fighter. There's no team sports. There's no excuses.
Oh, boy.
To really experience it and to feel the punches or feel the sweat come onto the camera, or sometimes blood will fall on you, it's a weird passion. I always love it, but when you see somebody, in Gerald's case, why he's then in the situation is because of the boxing.
You?
1,
2, make the G-Man get busy.
You? What? You
are
a friend of
the G-Man.
Of the G-Man.
And I mean this from the very bottom of my heart. My home is your home, man.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, man. They don't want to know about Gerald McClellan. Roy Jones is the only fighter that's came forward and donated a percentage of his purse, knew Gerald from the amateurs, lost to Gerald in the amateurs. And when I see Roy, he asks, how's Gerald? I tell him about the same. I said, I'd like you to visit. Roy Jones won't visit until he retires. He knows if he saw Gerald in the condition that he's in, Roy wouldn't fight again. It could happen to Roy in any fight, and Roy knows that. No matter how much heart that Roy has, he knows reality too. Push!
That's it?
Yeah. Boxing is a cold, cruel, killer sport with short-term memory where people don't want to remember fallen champs or fallen warriors. And it'll go on, but I hope people remember Gerald. I'll remember Gerald.
McClellan has a 12-year-old son, Gerald Jr., and 2 daughters, Forrest, age 7, and Mendel, age 6. The family has set up a trust fund, so if you'd like to make a donation, you can send it to the address on your screen. We'll be back with our Page 1 postscript right after this.